This is Daily News Brief, quick, clear, and current. Hit like and subscribe for more news that matters. Here are the top highlights making headlines in the news today. Russia warns Europe. We will go after any state which takes our assets. Barron Trump's unexpected college decision sparks buzz about his future with Dad Donald. SUV driver arrested for murder for mowing down teen girl in Queens after lewd comment spat. Following another terrible week for Trump, national security veteran David Rothkopf says the 79-year-old president is spiraling. Haberman, Trump, struggling after Kirk killing. Just kill, Fox host makes shocking comment on homeless people. Turkey wary of Israeli threat following airstrike on Hamas in Qatar. The Fed raises alarm over deterioration in the U.S. housing market. Here's what that means for hopeful buyers. Dozens of officers injured as up to 150,000 join Tommy Robinson rally. Trump administration unlawfully directed mass U.S. worker terminations, judge rules. Trump's facial droop. 9/11 memorial appearance raises concerns about health. Toyota unveils next-gen model with surprisingly affordable price tag. Here are the details. Judge orders Trump administration to say how it's trying to prevent illegal deportation from Ghana. Scientists get rare glimpse at sacred gathering of largest fish on Earth, quite significant. More than 8 million people in the U.S. are set to get an inflation refund check. Here's how to find out if you're eligible. Worst kind of setup for the Fed, what Wall Street is saying about the central bank's next rate decision. Stay tuned as we break down the stories behind these headlines. Russia has threatened repercussions against any European state attempting to seize its frozen assets.
The European Union is exploring options to utilize these assets, potentially worth hundreds of billions of dollars, to aid Ukraine.
These assets were frozen after Russia began its military operation in Ukraine.
Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev warned of pursuing European states in all possible legal avenues and beyond if such seizures occur.
Russia argues that seizing its assets constitutes theft and undermines trust in Western currencies.
European states maintain that Russia is responsible for the destruction in Ukraine and should bear the cost.
However, some bankers express concern about the potential precedent this sets for foreign investment in Western bonds.
Russia has previously indicated it would retaliate against the United Kingdom for similar actions.
Barron Trump, son of former President Donald Trump and Melania Trump, is attending a New York University program in Washington, District of Columbia.
He was previously enrolled at the New York University Stern School of Business in Manhattan.
The Washington, District of Columbia, program limits enrollment to 120 students per semester.
It focuses on politics, public policy, and journalism, offering internships and professional opportunities related to government.
While Barron Trump's major is unconfirmed, he has previously assisted his father's political campaigns.
This suggests a potential shift towards a politically focused major.
His decision to study in Washington, District of Columbia, keeps him close to his parents.
The program allows him to combine coursework with relevant professional experiences.
An unlicensed sport utility vehicle driver was arrested and charged with murder after intentionally hitting a teenage girl with his vehicle in Queens.
38-year-old Edwin Cruz Gomez of Uniondale, Long Island was taken into custody after fleeing the scene and crashing his vehicle.
He faces charges including murder, vehicular manslaughter, driving while intoxicated, driving without a valid license, and leaving the scene of an accident.
The incident began with Cruz Gomez making a lewd comment to 16-year-old Joanny Gomez Alvarez and her mother.
An argument ensued between Cruz Gomez, the victims, and two men who were with them.
After the group walked away, Cruz Gomez pursued them in his vehicle, mounting the sidewalk and striking the mother and daughter.
Joanny Gomez Alvarez died at the scene, while her mother was taken to the hospital in stable condition.
A witness described seeing Cruz Gomez intentionally hit the victim and then attempt to flee.
Political analyst David Rothkopf offered a harsh assessment of President Donald Trump following a difficult week.
The president faced rumors of declining health, unfavorable crowd reactions at sporting events, and the assassination of his ally Charlie Kirk.
Rothkopf stated that President Trump has achieved no significant victories since resuming his presidency.
He cited the Big Beautiful Bill as an example, noting its considerable unpopularity with the public.
Rothkopf made these remarks during an interview with Joanna Coles on the Daily Beast podcast.
He emphasized the negative public perception of the bill despite it being a legislative achievement.
The analyst highlighted the combination of recent setbacks for the president.
These events contribute to a challenging period for the Trump administration.
Maggie Haberman stated President Trump and his staff are struggling after the death of Charlie Kirk.
Haberman noted President Trump was close to Kirk.
She added this context informs how the White House is responding.
Haberman believes the president is struggling with how to deal with this loss.
Kirk was fatally shot and the incident sparked online debate.
GOP leaders have publicly mourned Kirk.
His wife Erica promised to continue his work.
Haberman said Trump is experiencing pain similar to Kirk's confidence.
Fox News host Brian Kilmeade suggested a radical solution for homeless individuals with mental health issues.
He stated that those who refuse help should be killed.
This comment followed a discussion on the fatal stabbing of a Ukrainian refugee by a suspect with a history of mental illness.
Kilmeade and co-hosts were debating the handling of homelessness and mental health crises.
Co-host Lawrence Jones argued that homeless individuals should be forced to accept resources or face incarceration.
Kilmeade then interjected with his suggestion of involuntary lethal injection.
His remark received little reaction from his company hosts.
The segment, which aired on Wednesday, gained attention on social media on Saturday.
Israel conducted an airstrike on Hamas officials in Qatar.
This action has raised concerns in Turkey about potentially becoming a target.
Turkey and Israel, once allies, now have strained relations due to the conflict in Gaza and competition for influence in Syria.
Turkish President Erdogan, a supporter of Hamas, has strongly criticized Israel.
Hamas officials frequently visit and reside in Turkey, leading to Israeli accusations of Turkey harboring Hamas operations.
Turkey is worried about Israel freely using neighboring countries' airspace for attacks.
This raises questions about how far Israel will go to pursue Hamas.
Despite being a North Atlantic Treaty Organization member and having a strong military, Turkey is increasing its defenses.
The Federal Reserve is concerned about the United States housing market slowdown.
Slow economic growth is partly due to declining residential investment.
Weakening housing demand and falling house prices are contributing factors.
The Federal Reserve warned that further housing market decline could risk jobs.
Existing home sales saw a small year-over-year increase, but inventory rose significantly.
New home sales decreased and month supply increased compared to last year.
High mortgage rates and low housing affordability are impacting the market.
Pandemic-era mortgages are keeping homeowners from moving, contributing to supply problems.
26 officers were injured policing a protest organized by Tommy Robinson.
Up to 150,000 people marched through central London.
4 officers were seriously hurt.
Elon Musk spoke to protesters via video link.
A counter-protest organized by Stand Up to Racism had 5,000 attendees.
24 people were arrested for various offenses.
Assistant Commissioner Matt Twist said officers suffered injuries including broken teeth and concussion.
Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood condemned the attacks on police officers.
A federal judge ruled that President Donald Trump's administration unlawfully fired thousands of federal workers.
The judge, however, did not order the workers to be reinstated.
This decision follows recent Supreme Court decisions limiting judicial intervention in executive branch hiring and firing.
The Office of Personnel Management unlawfully ordered mass firings of probationary employees.
Unions and other groups sued after approximately 25,000 probationary employees were fired.
The judge acknowledged the harm caused by the pretextual terminations.
19 agencies are now required to update employee files and are barred from following the unlawful directives.
The ruling confirms the wrongful nature of the firings and requires notification to the affected employees.
Former President Donald Trump appeared at a September 11 memorial event.
His appearance fueled speculation on social media regarding his health.
Some observers noted a drooping right side of his face.
This led to public discussion about a possible stroke.
The White House previously disclosed his chronic venous insufficiency diagnosis.
This condition can cause swelling in the legs and ankles.
Some attributed his appearance to this condition or simply age.
Neither Trump nor the White House has confirmed a stroke.
Toyota is releasing its 2026 BZ electric sport utility vehicle at a surprisingly affordable price.
This strategic move makes electric vehicle ownership more accessible.
The 2026 BZ replaces the BZ4X model with several key improvements.
It features a stylish redesign, increased range, and compatibility with Tesla superchargers.
The base model starts at $34,900 and offers 236 miles of range.
An extended range trim provides up to 314 miles on a single charge.
The new BZ is expected to arrive at dealerships in the second half of 2025.
Electric vehicle owners spend significantly less on fuel and maintenance than gasoline vehicle owners.
A federal judge stated the Trump administration appeared to be circumventing United States court orders.
The administration sent 5 African immigrants to Ghana, with potential relocation to countries where they could face danger.
The judge ordered the government to explain how it would ensure Ghana would not send the immigrants elsewhere.
One plaintiff was already sent from Ghana to his native Gambia, where a United States court had forbidden his deportation.
The Department of Justice argued the judge had no authority over another country's treatment of deportees.
The American Civil Liberties Union compared the case to a previous deportation error by the Trump administration.
The judge questioned the administration's plan and demanded they detail how they would prevent improper deportations from Ghana.
The administration was given a deadline to provide a declaration addressing these concerns.
Whale sharks gather seasonally at Australia's Great Barrier Reef.
This newly discovered aggregation site at Wreck Bay is the first known in the Southwest Pacific.
Researchers identified 59 juvenile whale sharks ranging from 3.5 to 8 meters long.
Adult whale sharks can grow over twice that size, reaching up to 18 meters.
This discovery is significant for understanding global whale shark populations.
The sharks gather during monsoon season when nutrient-rich waters provide ample food.
Researchers used satellite tagging and sighting records to track the sharks' movement.
Wreck Bay is a protected area within the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park.
Over 8 million New York residents will receive an inflation refund check.
Checks will be mailed starting in late September, based on 2023 tax filings.
Eligible individuals must have been New York residents for the full year and filed a 2023 return.
Part-year residents or those claimed as dependents are not eligible.
Single filers could receive up to $200, while married couples could receive up to $400.
The refund amount is based on income, with higher amounts for those earning less than $75,000 or $150,000 respectively.
Checks will be mailed automatically to the address on the 2024 tax return.
Those who have moved should update their address with the New York State Office of Taxation and Finance.
Weak labor market data and persistent inflation create a difficult decision for the Federal Reserve.
Consumer prices rose 0.4% in August, while jobless claims reached a 4-year high.
This presents a challenge for the Federal Reserve as it balances its dual mandate of full employment and price stability.
One economist describes this as the worst kind of setup for the Federal Reserve.
The Federal Reserve is expected to cut rates by 0.25% this week, but inflation remains a concern.
Experts agree that inflation is still elevated and moving in the wrong direction.
This may make the Federal Reserve cautious about further rate cuts this year.
While a rate cut is likely, the data does not guarantee 3 cuts before year-end.
Thank you for listening. Stay informed, stay aware, and join us again for more updates that matter. Until next time.